Welcome. You are watching BeamNG Drive with Crash Doctor TV, and we're back for another episode of Torture Test. We are at the giant figure 8, and as you can see, we have a mid-trim Bruckle LeGran with the 3.3 liter NA V6. Let's go ahead and fire up our gauges and our engine. And this thing has that weird sound. Nothing special, it's an automatic, obviously bone stock. Got the ouch license plate, and in episode 1 we had a cargo van, went 5.5 laps, and someday I'll have to redo that because we're going to be using this guy for our metric here. This is more accurate because you never know when we have some cars finish pretty close. So, you know the deal. We just drive as fast as we can and try to survive the longest. This track will beat us up pretty quick, so let's reset our thing and let's go. This thing is front wheel drive, 3.3 liter V6, so it's not the base model and it's also not the top trim, and we're off. Ooh, so it got pretty lucky. It had a very smooth first jump. Very smooth. I don't see it having too much of a problem on these nice bank turns. There's a nice jump. Ooh, nice hard landing. Now this car might do alright because it's kind of one of those soft, floaty cars. So it kind of soaks up these bumps in the terrain. Oh! Now that was a hard landing. We already lost 2 hubcaps. Got a little off course. Oh, we're getting pushed down that banking. I told you this is a torture test. The name does not lie. And this first intersection was where we start, but the finish line for laps, that is right here. So boom. That would be lap 1, and we are already flipped over. Oh, on our wheels. Oh yeah, awesome. And we have a lot of damage already. We got some heavy positive toe in and camber. Not good. The windows are broken out. We've been a total of 1.2 miles and about 1.25 laps here. Wow. But yeah, as I was saying, I think this might do alright, but it's getting some air, and well, it's pretty hard to survive some of those landings. We are out of hubcaps. We're all done with those. And yeah, I'd say we have some pretty major damage for this early in the run. I love these. These are extremely fun. Make sure to always leave a like on these if you enjoy this as much as I do. I hope you approve. These are really fun to make. Oh! I've been doing this for years on here off camera. I wish I had started recording these years ago. They're so fun. I also have another version of this where it's kind of a deathmatch, where we do this versus another car and just try and get the other car to catastrophic failure before we do. So that will be coming out soon. But we are on 2.5 miles just about after this jump, and this thing, oh, so yeah, we're gonna cut the engine because we're trying to make it survive. I'll give it a couple cuts. I don't want it to flood itself. We're gonna flip it over. Oh, look at that. Nice. Nice. Alright, will it start? I think it will. Yeah. And then we fire it up and go. So we don't want to cheat it out of running upside down. We don't want to purposely kill it, but we don't want to baby it either. We want to get on the wheels and throw it in gear and go. You know, it is a torture test after all. Look at the front end, so messed up, guys. I have like no steering as we come into lap 3 across this jump. Ooh. So yeah, what I was going to say earlier is the soft suspension, which I thought would help, is actually hurting it, because you see that bunny hop. We jump, land, and on the landings, when it bounces back, it rebounds up in the air like that and causes a bunch of issues. We'll give it a pause. Damage update. It's looking pretty rough. Our wheels are all messed up front. I have barely any steering. Alright, and this is the big one. We're still hitting it at good speeds. Ouch. The back end's doing good. That's for sure. Of course, it's a lot lighter back there, and it's just straight beam suspension, so kind of hard to break that with reasonable jumps. Alright, we're coming across lap 4, even though we'll be going by our distance meter. If you did see last episode with the red van in the thumbnail, that was a 3/4 ton cargo van, and it went 5.5 laps. It did alright. But you know what? Our drivetrain's doing okay, because a lot of cars are overheating by now, and this is at operating temp, and I'm hammering on it. So that is a good sign. Our suspension and tires are struggling, but hey, at least we have a good drivetrain. I love these bank turns, though. They're pretty fun to take. You can, I mean, yeah, you can stay full throttle through this whole track, which I really like, and that's kind of the point. Oh, that was a bad landing. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, right into a tree. I tried to avoid him. I mean, right into a tree, but not head on. Oh, we got a weird spike there. Okay, so we lost a fender. Hopefully it won't cut into our tire. I gotta go. I can't rip it off. It's gotta work itself out. So let's see this damage. You know, for hitting a tree, I guess we can call ourselves lucky, because it could be a lot worse. I mean, I think the door right there took the brunt of it, and the fender, but it might have even straightened out our tire a little bit. Although, it's having bad turn-in response. That was a partial flip. Oh my god. Yeah, it's pretty rough, guys. The steering is very bad. But you know what? The drivetrain's strong. We gotta push on. How much can it take? Oh, man. I think this will go farther than the cargo van did, so I'm pretty impressed. This will be our new leader. Dang. You know what? It's going pretty quick. I gotta say, it's doing alright. It's just gonna take one bad jump, basically. I mean, this thing can handle some normal jumps. That one's a bad one, though. That one's gonna be a scary one every lap. It's getting a workout. That is for sure. I'm gonna cut to this view real quick. Nice perspective there. It's getting rowdy. Dang, that was a hard one. Oh. Is that fender gonna get in the way? I'm pretty shocked that it hasn't, I'll be honest. But I feel like it's gonna creep under our tire and wreak some havoc. By the way, we are definitely over 6 miles. We're at basically 6.5, and we have crossed the threshold to the first position, only out of 2 vehicles, but yes, this has officially beat the cargo van, so congrats to the LeGran. I think S was the trim level. Not the base, but not the high end either. And we're going to cross the 7-mile mark. Very impressive. As we have parts laying around the track. And that fender is hanging on for dear life up there, but it's not messing with our tires, so we don't mind. Ouch. Oh. Alright, it landed. Can't argue with that. Damage update. Wow. I can't believe how well this drivetrain is doing, guys. The trans, the axles, and the engine, even the radiator. They're all holding up. Very tough. Tough old 80s car. Who said they didn't make them right back then? Not me. I think they made them better. Oh, okay. Our back bumper's coming loose now. Who thinks it'd be cool if I did these with the flashers on? Or maybe they're not working. There they are. I couldn't find the flashers. I should do that every episode. That would have been kind of cool. Because it is like a destruction test, you know? I'll leave them on for the rest of the time. Pardon my interruption, by the way. Alright, the fender's back on the side. And it looks like it's aggravating that tire a little bit. Could be worse. But it'd be better if it was gone. Oh! Whoops. Pardon that menu there. That fender is digging in now. That's what I was afraid of. I can feel it. I can feel it digging in. We're not putting the power down right now because, well, it's not getting the best traction and roll resistance with that fender cutting into us there. Not good. Maybe it'll get freed up right here. We can try and land on that side, which I can't really make it do. Oh! Engine off. Nice clean roll. The roof is hanging up, or holding up pretty rather well. Oh yeah, she fired right up. On our way we go. This thing's looking pretty rough now. But we are about to cross the 9-mile mark. Very impressive. It is going slower, so I'm not sure what's exactly causing that because the fender's freed up again. But something is definitely wrong. We're going slightly slower than before, not terribly. I feel like something's just wrong with the front end. I feel. I can feel it through the throttle. Will it make 10 miles? Well, pending it goes around this turn and one more jump, it probably will. What do you guys think of the LeGran rather? I'll be honest, I don't use this car a lot, but it is rather fun. One of those floaty cars you can just kind of beat on, and it's kind of fun to throw around. And it's got decent speed. That was a lot of air. Oh, what a nosedive. Damage update. That wreaked havoc on the front end. As you can see, we have a pretty funny looking front now. It's all raised up in the front. If we were using the interior view, we would not be able to see because that hood is definitely sitting in our way. And we have crossed the 10-mile mark. So very impressive run so far. But it's feeling it. It's feeling it, guys. But we could easily get to 15 miles if it keeps up with this kind of run. That was kind of a jagged landing, but not bad. The suspension's clearly pretty tough on this for a car. But like I said, we are losing speed. Oh, those rabbit landings, the bunny hop like that. Ooh, that's rough. Oh, almost lost it there. We kept it together. Got doors flinging open. that drivetrain, I cannot believe this thing is running like a top. The engine, you got to hand it to the engine and transmission are running great. The operating temp is literally right in the middle. I can't believe that fender's still hanging on. How is that possible? Front tires are definitely facing all weird directions. That's got to be what's slowing us down. As we cross the 11.5 miles. I'll be honest, this is lasting longer than I thought. I thought this would make it to around 7 or 8 at the most. But you know what? It's a trooper. It is a trooper. Ooh. Because of that loss of speed, it's not getting as much air, so that could end up helping it out for a while. As we come across. Oh! Getting sideways. Hearing a lot of skidding up there. Oh! We have a major flip over. Oh, man. Damage update. Wow. Yeah, that wheel's facing that way. That wheel's facing that way. They're both facing inward. Never a good feeling there. We have finally lost our fender. Hooray. But that suffered some major damage. As you can see, we have frame damage now. This thing is looking all disoriented. Oh, and you can feel it too. We're only turning because we're on the banking there. It is definitely wanting to go its own way. Look at this thing is riding totally sideways. But hey, that engine's running great. That's all that matters. As long as these axles, these half shafts hold up, we should be golden. We can deal with bad steering. Ooh, right on the edge. Oh, there it is. Bottom left. Now you see smoke. That must have just been the right kind of hit on the bottom there. We have damaged the radiator. As we cross the 13-mile mark, now it's only a matter of time before we start overheating. So unless this thing can keep some airflow, which I doubt it has enough, we are gonna be on some limited time. Ooh, rough landing. Oh, barely steered. Ooh, barely made that turn. I was steering. Coming around. Hitting these a little slower now. I am sorry. I do apologize. I keep hitting my button there on accident. Ooh, rough landing. She's still going. And you know what? For that radiator leaking coolant, I have to say that she's smoking, but that temp is staying pretty steady. So we might have enough airflow to keep her breathing, you know? That was a crazy landing. We are at the 14-mile mark now. And we have lost about 10 or 15 miles per hour since earlier in the run on approaching these jumps. But they're still hitting hard. Ooh. It's almost like we're bottoming out a little bit, I can feel, because the this unibody's so bent up. It's almost like it's kind of like a banana shape, where it's taller at the ends and dips down in the middle. As we cross, now you can see our temperature. Oh, almost off the edge, almost off the edge. Our temperature is slowly climbing, a lot slower than most cars do, so I still give it credit. But it is climbing ever so steadily. as the smoke billows out the front. Ooh, that was a hard one. Our hood came way up. Our back bumper is hanging on by a thread. That door is hanging on by a thread back there. I am definitely going to change that keybind, by the way. And we have lost the front door. Front passenger door is gone. Rear passenger door is on its way out. But our driver's side is nice and secure. Ooh, okay. Temperature's creeping up as we cross the 16-mile mark. I stopped counting laps a long time ago. Luckily, we won't use those anymore, because I couldn't tell you how many it's been. Door is stuck open there. Smoke is billowing out, and now we are in the red, guys. Ooh, as we land hard there and over the top. We'll shut her down. Ooh, that was a rough landing. That was a rough one. Nice smooth rollover. Our engine temperature cooled down for a second, but for some reason that flip did flip some something not good there. Wasn't good for the engine, because we did get a piston rings damage notification down there. So, oh, I didn't even see that door. That's all right. Coolant's overheating. Oh, there's not much I can do to help cool it off. There's no water around here on the course. And I can't really let off and coast because, well, this thing is all banged up. This is not going to coast whatsoever. We'll see if we can make it to 20 miles. I'm starting to doubt it now. Maybe on our last mile or two. Temperature is getting way up there. We're obviously in the red. And we have coolant boiling, piston rings damaged, and a front end that is all mangled up. Okay. The jumps don't even matter now. We're going too slow. It's a matter of surviving now. Okay. Coming into the turn. We're at 17.7 miles. You gotta wonder, the head gasket's damaged now. How long is it gonna last? Oil is overheating. Head gasket damaged. And I have full throttle applied and we are losing speed quick. I don't think 20 miles is gonna happen. We did make it to 18. There's 18. What do you think, guys? It's on its last leg. Jumps aren't even happening anymore. It's a matter of this engine holding on as long as it can. Very impressive run by this LeGran. No matter what, it's been a very impressive run. This may stay in first for a little bit, that's for sure. Ooh, our rod bearings are damaged now. I'm hearing some bad valve train, excuse me, noises. Some knocking. But it's revving higher. Now it's losing RPM. Now it's done. Oh, right there. Couldn't make it to the crest of the hill. I have to hit the brakes. We'll put in park. Oh, man. And a parking brake. How's that sound? That's all she wrote. 18.5 miles. 18.5 miles. Nice round half number there. Is that even a thing? It is now. And check out the damage on this Bruckle LeGran. We'll check out the view from the inside. Oh, man, that thing is beat up. But she did good. She did real good. So I will update that to the leaderboard. And as we get more cars, I will certainly show that so you guys have a reference point. And obviously, you can always check this playlist for the torture test as well. So tell me what you guys thought down below of the Bruckle LeGran. I thought it did very well, and I think it'll be first for at least a little while. That's for sure. It's one of the tougher cars in my opinion, and I think it proved that. And let me know down below also what you would like to see next for vehicles. And definitely leave me a like if you approve. Subscribe for daily BeamNG content, all that good stuff. And till next time, guys.
See ya.